Now, I know what you're thinking. Arizona? But it's got beautiful desert landscapes and it's home to the Grand Canyon. How could it possibly be the worst state? Well, buckle up, because this list is long. Have you ever heard of a little thing called the heat? Yeah, well, in Arizona, it's not just a little thing, it's a way of life. The heat here is so intense that it's physically impossible for us to wear any clothes. So if you're planning on moving to Arizona, be prepared to go full nudist. Oh, there's also the cacti too. Don't get me wrong, I love a good cactus as much as the next person, but in Arizona, they're everywhere. And they have a tendency to jump out at you when you least expect it. So if you're thinking of moving to Arizona, make sure you get some really good leg armor. And let's not forget about the bugs either. Oh boy, the bugs in Arizona. Let's just say they're not your average houseflies. They're more like flying weapons of mass destruction. And don't even get me started on the scorpions. They're basically the size of small dogs. And they love nothing more than crawling into your bed while you're sleeping. Fun times. But that's not all. Arizona is also home to some of the most venomous creatures on the planet, including rattlesnakes, scorpions, and Gila monsters. Just imagine waking up to find one of those guys crawling around your bedroom floor. If you're a fan of bland, overcooked, and generally uninspiring food, then Arizona is a place for you. You'll never have to worry about getting food poisoning because you'll be too busy fighting off the boredom. Don't even get me started on the fashion in Arizona. It's all about cargo shorts and sandals. If you're someone who values personal style, you might want to stay clear of this place. But there's more. Arizona is a cultural wasteland. If you're someone who values the arts, you'll be sadly disappointed. The only form of entertainment here is cow tipping and competitive tumbleweed bowling. The fanciest art pieces you'll see here are the highways. Oh yeah, you know about water? Like the one thing we need to survive? Well, if you're someone who values clean and accessible water, then Arizona is definitely not the place for you. The water here tastes like it's been filtered through a dirty sock, and it's rationed out like a precious resource. Ah yes, politics. Arizona is a hotbed for political extremism. It's either super conservative or super liberal, with no room for moderation. So if you're someone who values civil discourse, you might want to look somewhere else. Have you heard of traffic? Well, the traffic in Arizona is a nightmare. Have you ever drove in Phoenix? It's like everyone here has a death wish and they're determined to make it come true. So if you value your life, you might want to avoid the roads in this state. But it gets worse. Try driving anywhere that isn't close to a major city. Good luck getting anywhere if your car breaks down or if you run out of gas, because you're pretty much screwed. There's also no way to escape the traffic due to lack of public transportation. If you don't have a car in Arizona, good luck getting around. The public transportation here is practically non-existent. There's also zero diversity here. Arizona is not a place for people who value diversity. It's a sea of white faces as far as the eye can see. Continuing on the lack of diversity here, there's also a lack of good Mexican food. Now, we know what you're thinking. How can a state that's so close to Mexico not have good Mexican food? Trust us, it's possible. Just try finding a decent taco around here. What makes it worse is the absence of good Chinese food too. It's not just Mexican food that suffers in Arizona. Chinese food is also hit or miss. And don't even get me started on the lack of good Thai or Vietnamese food. Let's not forget about the lack of education as well. The education system in Arizona is a joke. If you're someone who values learning, you might want to look elsewhere. And finally, the healthcare system, or rather, the lack of it. The healthcare in Arizona is a disaster. Just don't come here. So there you have it. They're just a few of the few unique and amazing reasons why Arizona is, without a doubt, the worst state in the nation. But hey, at least it's got the Grand Canyon, right? Thanks for watching, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to comment which location you'd like to see roasted next.